Sometimes, you might encounter someone who is hostile, rude, or malicious towards you. You may feel angry, hurt, or threatened by them, and the urge to fight back or seek revenge might be strong. However, fighting might not be the best option. Physical, emotional, or legal harm can result from fighting, impacting both parties. Moreover, fighting can escalate the conflict and worsen the situation. Instead, you can defeat your enemy without engaging in a fight. This approach involves using your intelligence, strategy, and virtue to overcome your enemy. By doing so, you can avoid the negative consequences of fighting and enjoy the positive benefits of peace and harmony. In this video, we will explore 5 ways to defeat your enemy without fighting. Number 1. Understand your enemy. The first way to defeat your enemy without fighting is to understand them. This means seeing them as they truly are, not as you imagine them to be. Often, we project our own fears, insecurities, and prejudices onto our enemies, making them seem more evil, powerful, or dangerous than they really are. This only fuels our negative emotions and makes us more prone to irrational and impulsive actions. To understand your enemy, practice empathy and perspective-taking. Try to put yourself in their shoes and see the situation from their point of view. What are their motives, beliefs, values, and goals? What are their strengths and weaknesses? What are their fears and desires? What are the sources of their anger or hostility towards you? By understanding your enemy, you can gain insight into their behavior and intentions. You can also recognize their humanity and commonality with you, helping to reduce your hatred and resentment and avoid dehumanizing or demonizing them. Number 2, control your emotions. The second way to defeat your enemy without fighting is to control your emotions. This means not letting your emotions dictate your actions or reactions. Emotions are natural and inevitable, but they are also irrational and unreliable. They can cloud your judgment, impair your reasoning, and distort your perception of reality. They can also make you more vulnerable to manipulation, provocation, and intimidation by your enemy. To control your emotions, practice self-awareness and self-regulation. Be aware of your emotional triggers and responses and how they affect your thoughts and behavior. Learn to identify, label, and express your emotions in healthy and constructive ways. Do not suppress, deny, or ignore your emotions, but do not indulge, exaggerate, or act on them either. Instead, use reason and logic to evaluate your emotions and their validity. Ask yourself, are my emotions based on facts or assumptions? Are they helpful or harmful? Are they appropriate or disproportionate? Are they in line with my values and goals? By controlling your emotions, you can maintain your composure and dignity in the face of your enemy. You can also prevent your enemy from getting under your skin or pushing your buttons and avoid escalating the conflict or making the situation worse. Number 3, choose your battles. The third way to defeat your enemy without fighting is to choose your battles. This means not engaging in every conflict or confrontation that your enemy initiates or invites. Some battles are not worth fighting because they are trivial, irrelevant, or unwinnable. Some battles are also counterproductive because they distract you from your priorities, waste your time and energy, or harm your reputation or relationships. To choose your battles, practice discernment and discretion. Be clear about your purpose and goals and focus on what matters most to you. Do not let your ego, pride, or vanity get in the way of your rational judgment. Do not fall for your enemy's traps, taunts, or temptations. Do not give your enemy the satisfaction or attention they crave. Instead, pick your battles wisely and strategically. Only fight when it is necessary, beneficial, or honorable. Only fight when you have a clear objective, a solid plan, and a favorable chance. Only fight when you are prepared, confident, and calm. By choosing your battles, you can avoid unnecessary or futile conflicts with your enemy. You can also preserve your resources and reputation for more important or meaningful battles and frustrate your enemy by denying them the opportunity or pleasure of fighting you. Number 4, use your strengths. The fourth way to defeat your enemy without fighting is to use your strengths. This means leveraging your advantages and assets to overcome your enemy's disadvantages and liabilities. Your strengths can be your skills, knowledge, talents, resources, connections, or values. Your enemy's weaknesses can be their ignorance, incompetence, flaws, limitations, or vices. To use your strengths, practice self-confidence and self-improvement. Be aware of your strengths and weaknesses and how they compare to your enemies. Be proud of your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Do not underestimate yourself or overestimate your enemy. Do not let your enemy's strengths intimidate you or their weaknesses deceive you. Instead, use your strengths to your advantage and exploit your enemy's weaknesses to their disadvantage. Use your strengths to create value, solve problems, achieve goals, and make a difference. Use your enemy's weaknesses to expose, undermine, or outsmart them. Use your strengths to help yourself and others, and use your enemy's weaknesses to hinder them and their allies. By using your strengths, you can gain an edge over your enemy and increase your chances of success. You can also demonstrate your superiority and credibility to your enemy and others, and inspire admiration and respect from your friends and foes. Number 5, show your virtue. The fifth and final way to defeat your enemy without fighting is to show your virtue. This means acting with integrity, honesty, courage, justice, and wisdom in all situations. Virtue is the highest and most noble quality a person can possess. It is also the most powerful and effective weapon against your enemy. To show your virtue, practice morality and ethics. Be guided by your principles and values, not by your impulses or interests. Be consistent and reliable in your words and deeds, not by your moods or circumstances. Be respectful and fair to everyone, not by your preferences or prejudices. Be humble and open-minded, not by your arrogance or ignorance. Show your virtue by doing the right thing, even when it is hard, unpopular, or risky. Show your virtue by standing up for what you believe in, even when you are alone, opposed, or threatened. Show your virtue by being a good example, leader, and teacher to others, even when you are challenged, criticized, or misunderstood. By showing your virtue, you can defeat your enemy without fighting by winning the moral high ground in public opinion. You can also defeat your enemy without fighting by earning the trust and loyalty of your friends and allies. You can also defeat your enemy without fighting by transforming yourself and others for the better. These are the 5 ways to defeat your enemy without fighting. By applying these methods, you can not only overcome your enemy but also improve yourself and your life. You can avoid the negative consequences of violence and aggression, such as injury, loss, guilt, or regret. You can enjoy the positive benefits of peace and harmony, such as happiness, satisfaction, and growth. Remember, the ultimate goal is not to destroy your enemy, but to overcome yourself. Your enemy is not your real enemy, but your teacher and your mirror. Your enemy can help you test your character, challenge your limits, and reveal your true self. Your enemy can also help you practice your virtue, cultivate your wisdom, and achieve your happiness. So, the next time you face your enemy, do not fight them but thank them, and then defeat them without fighting. Feedback and stories of transformation fuel this journey and keep it vibrant and evolving. Together, let's explore this path of continual growth and share our experiences, shaping not just our own lives, but also inspiring those around us. Thank you for being part of this journey, for your support, and for choosing to make each day a step towards a richer, more meaningful life. Don't forget to watch our next video for more insights and inspiration on your journey with wisdom. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, bye for now.